Good afternoon, everyone. It is Thursday, the 20th of July, and it's about 26 degrees Celsius. I was very, very productive today. I got up early, edited like crazy. I had my 2 coffees first, and actually I drank a glass of water first. Then I had 2 cups of coffee while editing, and I think I finally finished everything said and done by around 1 o'clock. And then I did all the dishes, and then I cut the grass. So I did all the weed eating, then cut the grass, then got the blower out and made sure all the grass was all spread around so it doesn't look like little clumps. I don't think I have a mulch blade on my lawnmower, because if that little flap goes down, it just gums up inside, and this like this makes these big blobs of grass everywhere. I've never had luck with any lawnmower and doing mulching on my grass, so I just have the thing open on the side. I always forget what that's called, the grass ejector thingy. And and then of course when I cut that way, and then I cut this way, and I cut that way, it leaves a little bit of a mound of grass, multiple rows of that. And so when you get the leaf blower out, you blow it all around, and the grass looks amazing. So if you ever can get your hands on a leaf blower. I did all my editing, then I had another big glass of water with some electrolytes in it, because I knew it's hot, and I knew I was going to be cutting the grass for about 2 hours, and I burned like 800 and change calories in 2 hours of cutting the grass. So don't need to exercise on grass cutting day, let me tell you. And I love doing it. I love cutting my grass. It's a fun thing, and when you finish it all and then you look back at it and you're just like, good job, good job. Sometimes I just cut the grass, I don't do the weed eating or the blowing, and then you're like, you could have done better. Anyway, so after I cut the grass, then I did the dishes, cleaned everything up, and then I had 4 eggs for lunch with just salt and pepper on it, and a little bit of that peri-peri powder that Ben introduced me to, which is really nice on my eggs. And then I went to the fridge, saw that I don't have any more anchovies for my salad tonight, and I love my anchovies. So we're just heading into Bradford to the place that I found that has my favorite anchovies. I'm not sure if they're high quality, if they're medium quality. So if any of you guys are out there that are experts on anchovies, let me know if the brand that I buy is, you know, where it stands on the scale. And the reason I buy that big one, because you're buying a lot of them in one big bulk jar. It used to be $18.99, so I videotaped the price on the top, because I bought it, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, and I'm finally out, because I only eat about 4 of them, 4 to 6 whenever I have a salad, and or if I have the fish bowl that I really like. And so that has my sardines, Atlantic North, what's it called, king mackerel, yeah, North Atlantic mackerel, some pickled herring, a few olives, and then the anchovies. That's it, kind of rounds it all off, and that's one of my favorite little protein meals. So I thought I'd take you guys along, since you guys like the errands, and we'll go to the fish shop, look around, maybe buy a piece of salmon for tonight and eat that. If any of you guys, I've been watching a whole lot of stuff about carnivore diet and all that stuff, but again, with this strange job I do on YouTube, I don't think I could get away with just doing carnivore for like 30 days. It is possible. Like, I would need a lot of input from you guys. From the videos I've watched, at the moment I could probably make, I don't know, maybe 20 videos. I'm sure there's tons of different recipes, but it's just all meat, right? Any animal product, any animal byproduct like milk and eggs. So all that stuff is considered carnivore, but we'll see. I don't know. Again, I just keep thinking about all the other videos that I could be doing. Like, I wouldn't be able to do any 24-hour stealth camps. Well, I guess I could do a 24-hour stealth camp. I just wouldn't be able to eat lots of different foods at a restaurant. That would be the only thing. Anyway, let's get into Bradford and get those anchovies for tonight. A bunch of you guys will remember way back when this used to be a McDonald's. That's gonna get out here a little bit. And that used to be the KFC, and then they tore it down and put that Starbucks there. So this was the McDonald's, and then it was after the McDonald's, it sat bare for a while, and then the 7-Eleven bought it, and they had it for a bit, and I did a bunch of videos here. And they loved me, and then they went out of business, which really sucked. And then this seafood place took over. This used to be the drive-through, and so they put these big flower pot things here to stop people from using it. And now this is where I get all my stuff, my fishy stuff. Lots of cheeses. I think I'm gonna buy some shrimp too. Oh, they've moved the salmon. The salmon used to be over there. Sockeye. Fresh Atlantic. Rainbow trout. Fresh organic salmon. Oh, scallops. Fresh Atlantic mackerel. One of my favorites. Ooh, fresh anchovies. Interesting. Fresh sardines. Big. Oh, and they got cooked food. This is where I used to buy my olives, but they're just really expensive here. I get that huge jar of olives at Costco, but these are the ones I would buy here. So it's 11 bucks for this little thing. They are good. Definitely really good olives, but I can get that huge jar of olives from Costco for $8.99. I think I was going to buy frozen shrimp for now. This one seems to be the best deal, $11.99 for 31 to 40 cooked shrimp, and it's 454 grams, 1 pound bag, peeled and deveined, tail on. All right, and then we'll get a piece of salmon. Hi. Could I have that last piece of salmon, please? Yeah, what's the difference between that organic and then, like, that's it?
Salmon. Regular salmon, this organic from Ireland.
From Ireland?
Yeah, mostly people buy this one for the sushi grade.
For the
raw, eat the raw.
Oh, eat it raw, okay.
Yeah, mostly, but you can't cook them.
Can I have this one piece then?
Yeah.
Perfect. Have a little bit of that. I would love to, this scallops on the far end?
This smaller one?
Yeah.
Half a pound.
Half a pound?
0.6.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Free range eggs, $11.50 a tray. Organic eggs, $15.99. I should tell Carol about that. For a whole tray. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a tray is like 2.5 dozen, looks like. But here's the one. That's still $18.99. That's the one I'm buying right there. All right, how are you doing today? I'm just gonna get one of these big jars of anchovies, please. The $18.99. Just finished my first one of those, and they're pretty good. Yeah, I love that. Thank you. They said it was going to thunderstorm today, and I guess it still could, but That's why I cut the grass as quickly as I needed to. That was a little more expensive than I thought. And I'm guessing the anchovies was the most expensive at $18.99. The cooked shrimp was $11.99. Again, I'm not going to eat all that tonight. It's not like this whole thing is going to be one meal for $54. And then the seafood, I guess they just put it seafood. So one of them was $11.39. The other one was $11.72. So they're around the same price, I guess, for very close in cost per weight. So, and I guess the piece of salmon that I bought was about a half pound, and the scallops were a half pound, or actually it was more than a half pound. But anyway, so there you go. Oh yeah, no, the cooked shrimp was $11.99. I'm not going to eat like a little bit of each of them. I just want kind of a little variety for dinner. Seatbelt can, come on. I got lots done today. I'm glad we got my new jar of anchovies. That'll last me months, at least 3 months, at least. And at the beginning, they're packed in there quite solidly, so it takes a bit to actually start to make sure you pull them apart nicely so that you get nice long pieces of anchovy instead of debris. Quick story time. I think we went to Boston Pizza for one of my birthdays, and I ordered a pizza for myself. Nobody wanted pizza, everybody wanted like pasta and whatever, and so I was the only one who wanted pizza. So when I'm the only one ordering pizza, I add anchovies to it, unless somebody at the table wants anchovies too. So, but I don't know what it was with those anchovies, or they just put either way too many on, so like every bite was this salty, fishy pizza flavors, and I actually had to take some off, and that was the only time I ever taken anchovies. This guy, this taxi driver, I don't know what, I think he's lost, because he just like wasn't sure. He was signaling to turn right, but he was just going really slow and like confused. Lawn looks all spiffy. Kitties. So that's the brand. Got everything all set up. Got my scallops. Got my shrimp thawing in some water. That is going to be way too much salmon for me to eat, so I'm going to cut off a strip here. And that way I can have it 2 nights in a row. Got my butter already. Got my pan. I salt and peppered that. Put some olive oil in here. It's probably at temperature. Presentation side down first. Wasn't hot enough. Maybe next time. Look how bright that is. There we go. So they say about 5 minutes aside. We'll see. And these are already cooked, so I'm just going to like pan fry them real quick once I get all the water off. I got to dry these apparently. You can already see it cooking up from the bottom. We'll be finishing this with some butter. These are all dry, ready to go. Looking good. We're only at like 3 minutes, and looks like it's already done all the way up. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's on medium. Still too hot. Jeez. Yikes. So we're just to season these up. Hey Google, stop timer. So it is almost done, just a little bit in the middle. You can also tell by how gooey that middle is. It's very bouncy. This is probably done all over here, but we need that side done. I'm gonna take out some of the oil. In go my scallops. Apparently, if they're big scallops, like 3 minutes aside. That looks yummy. Then we'll throw that in with the butter and finish it all off. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's gonna be, should have crisped them up more. Move all these guys over, bring back my salmon, throw in there just to get the butter in there. Butter flavors. I've already salted it up again. I think I should have done them in a separate pan, the scallops, and increased the heat so that they kind of charred on each side, golden brown, because it's just not happening in this so much butter. Check this out, guys. Oh my goodness. Look how golden brown that is. Right there. Oh. Shut the stove off. My, oh my. Look at this yumminess. I guess we should do a little bit of this salmon first. And it's good to eat the skin too, people. What do you think? I'm so glad I went and bought that today. Succulent scallop. I haven't had scallops in so long. Last but not least, a shrimp. There is a meal fit for a king. Let me know if I should put this, do another one of these camping, and we'll put it on the big channel. Have a good night, guys. See ya.